Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on Stargirl. And this will be my review slash breakdown for the season finale of Stargirl season 1. God, it's been really fast, and it's been such an amazing ride. But this is obviously episode 13, otherwise titled Stars and Stripe Part 2. But before I go over the episode, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. And obviously, especially for this one, spoiler alert if you guys have not caught up with Stargirl this season, or if you guys just haven't watched this episode, you have been warned because some crazy stuff just go down in this episode. But anyways, this episode kicks off with a flashback to 3 minutes back, and we actually see this fight happening at the Blue Valley High area. And this is due to the bully of Isaac Bowen bullying Isaac, and Isaac literally smacks him with a trombone. And this obviously links to what Isaac's mother was saying about what his father did to be respected. So he's following from his father's footsteps, which I thought was cool. But we then have this football field open up as the satellites ascend for the 30-minute timer until Project New America is fully functional. And we get to see the entire city of fully developed minds just staying frozen like that and not responding, and that is obviously due to the fact that their minds are reprogramming. Now, fun Easter egg over here, the girl that Jordan was talking to actually played Morgan Stark in Avengers Endgame, the kid version, so I thought that was pretty cool as well. But we then cut to the ISA bunker, and we have S.T.R.I.P.E versus Stargirl, and obviously over here Courtney is trying to tap into the good side of Pat. But we also have Barbara, who's been mind controlled, and we have Beth mentioning that as well, in which we have the gambler explaining the process of this entire mind control thing. And I'm glad that they explained that. But essentially, if they fight against it, their entire nervous system will just shut down, and so killing them. But then we had just such a great S.T.R.I.P.E versus Stargirl scene, and Courtney mentions that Pat is her dad. So she's obviously accepted the fact that Pat is now her father properly now. Pat was, able to hear this, so this results to him fighting the mind control thing, which obviously isn't a good thing due to Gambler's explanation. And we do see his ears starting to bleed as well. And we also have Rick and Yolanda trying to do the same thing for Sir Justin as well. But the AI of Dr. Midnight mentions that the ISA people are wearing some signal blocker, and so that's why they're not being exposed to the events of this satellite. So we have Beth come up with an idea. If they're able to reach into one of those, this could result to everyone in the bunker to snap out of it. And we obviously have Dr. Midnight mentioning that if they hack into the gambler's bank accounts and get rid of his money and stuff, he'll be distracted enough so the JSA can fulfill their plan. And that is exactly what happens. So then this obviously results to Pat and Janitor Justin being able to snap out of their mind control thing. And we do have this nice and short scene between Courtney and Pat, and how Pat mentions he's heard everything that Courtney said, which I thought was really nice. But we have the JSA making their way through the tunnels. Now, while they make their way through the tunnels, we obviously have Rick mentioning that he's going to kill Grundy by tearing through that door after they're done with the ISA. And Yolanda mentions that killing isn't the way. And this does actually play a very crucial part within the episode. We then cut to the entire JSA in Dragon King's lair, and they're obviously trying to get into this satellite. But then the JSA are obviously stopped by the ISA. Not just that, but Gambler actually calls reinforcements as well, which is obviously Solomon Grundy, and he has finally been released from that cage. But we then get this sick fight scene, and I mean really good fight scene. We have various characters just going at it. We have Stargirl and S.T.R.I.P.E versus Icicle, Hourman versus Sportsmaster, Shining Knight versus Dragon King, Tigress and Wildcat. And just every JSA member really has this moment to shine, and it was just such a wow battle. Not just that, but during their battle, Shiv has been released as well. Now we have Dragon King putting Justin onto the ground, and he's about to deliver the final blow. And one thing I wasn't expecting was Shiv killing Dragon King, which was really cool as well. But we also had the JSA members switch up their opponents every once in a while, in which we have Sportsmaster and Tigress getting defeated by Stargirl, and then against Icicle we have Our Man, Wildcat and Stargirl both all delivering their final blows. It was just so great. However, we then have Grundy entering the fight, and we have Rick just rushing for that strike, and he just gets knocked out of the way. So we quickly get this short Grundy versus S.T.R.I.P.E scene, and oh my god, Grundy destroys the heck out of S.T.R.I.P.E. But we then have Courtney and Wildcat heading into the satellite area, and Courtney is obviously stopped by Shiv, and so this results to Wildcat having to go to the brainwave area alone. Now, funny enough, Brainwave also does head to the Dragon King's area, like he's attempting to head there to obviously take out the remaining members of the JSA, and he tells the gambler to put the machine on hold for a while. But as Wildcat is heading into the satellite area, she's obviously encountered by some of Dragon King's henchmen, but she's about to take out the last one, and that remaining one is actually revealed to be Henry Jr. Well, not really Henry Jr., but we will get there. Now, this actually made me so happy the first time I saw that, and obviously I had no idea what was happening. And he mentions that he was disguised this whole time, like he was trying to find out what the ISA are planning, things like that. However, this guy starts asking weird questions. He's like, where are your friends? And obviously Yolanda realizes that something is up, and she slits his throat, and I was not expecting this at all. But she killed Brainwave. I did not see that coming, but this was obviously coming from that crucial talk that her and Rick had. Now, as I've mentioned before as well, we have S.T.R.I.P.E versus Grundy, and Grundy's about to tear he does tear part of the S.T.R.I.P.E suit up, but he's about to rip up the thing where Pat is hiding in, and he's about to kill him obviously. And we obviously have Rick saving Pat from Grundy. Now we then head to the rematch with Stargirl and Shiv. However, this time Courtney defeats Shiv quite easily. She just blasts her away. But Courtney then runs to the satellite area, and she just flies and uses her staff to destroy the satellites, which I thought was awesome. And we're able to see everyone just snap out of this mind control stuff, which I thought was a really good resolution to all of this. But one moment I was not expecting was Icicle going into Barbara's office, and he freezes Beth's goggles, and so destroying Dr. Midnight. And then he blasts Beth away and takes Barbara to the roof. But definitely, by far, my favorite scene of this episode, and that is because Our Man is my favorite character, was Our Man versus Grundy. And you could just see every blow Rick delivered was just filled with emotion, which was really well done. But Rick literally destroys the heck out of Grundy, and he's about to deliver the final blow, and I actually thought that he was going to kill him. But Grundy obviously pleads for his life. I was not expecting this, but Rick actually spares Grundy, and so showing that more human side of Rick, which I thought was really well handled as well. But we then cut to Jordan telling Barbara the vision he had for Project New America. With this new plan that he had, he could have resolved everything bad from happening, and he also gives Barbara a chance to join him. In which we have Pat distracting Jordan, and we just get this great fight scene again between Icicle and Stargirl. It was just visually phenomenal. But Icicle is then about to kill Courtney, and one really funny moment was when Mike just ran over Jordan. I'm like, wow, karma is a B word, because remember he killed Joey Zarek the same way. So I thought that was really well handled, that Icicle got run over by someone. And we have the entire JSA just celebrating, and I just loved it. Every single freaking frame of this episode I just loved. And later on we had great scenes between the JSA and Rick also mentioning that they'll fix up Dr. Midnight, so I'm interested to see how that story goes down as well. But we obviously have the JSA saying goodbye to Janitor Justin, as Justin is on the look for Winged Victory. But then we find out the news, the thing about the ISA, the news blame the ISA thing as an earthquake instead of a mind control thing. And this part was really cool, as we saw Shade just sitting down in the ISA area. So yeah, he's in Blue Valley, and he's probably the next main villain of the season. Now, Shade was actually name dropped earlier in the season, and we found out that he actually betrayed the ISA, which I'm interested to see what they will do with Shade next season. But another WTF cliffhanger was that we had this Cindy Berman, aka Shiv, in this room, and she's looking for stuff, and she gets what she's looking for. Now, I wasn't expecting this, but she actually finds the Heart of Darkness, Eclipso. So I'm very excited to see what they'll do with all of this, and obviously this is all playing into season 2, which I just cannot wait for. But we then get a flash forward to Christmas, and we have the entire JSA just celebrating, and we actually have Courtney give Pat a gift, and it's this mug about the best dad ever, which I thought was really emotional, and it was just great. But one really nice tribute to the real Courtney of Jeff Johns' sister is that final scene with Courtney riding the cosmic staff around an area, and she just takes a look and admires the view, in which she's then joined by Stripe. Jeff Johns literally killed it with Stargirl, and I know like Stargirl means a lot to him, which is why this was just really good. But we do actually have a post-credit scene, and oh my god. We have this man walking into Pat's old house in California, and we get the reveal that this guy is Sylvester Pemberton, aka Starman. Now, I will do a video explaining all these ending scenes for this finale because there's a lot to talk about, and it was just amazing. But just one word, wow. What an episode. Every single frame, as I said, was just amazing. The visual effects were just next level. Those cliffhangers we got slapped with, just wow. I'm gonna give this episode an easy 10 out of 10. This episode is probably my second favorite episode of DCTV ever. It was just so great, so mind-blowing, and I can't believe we have to wait a whole freaking year for season 2. But yeah guys, this is pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about this episode. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.